Hello everyone, Joe here once more on the last day of the month, which means we are looking at some new characters. I haven't had the chance to finish this event yet. I'm like two or three chapters in, but I have heard some scuttlebutt about a new Orchid alt, which doesn't surprise me since she seems to be a pretty central character in this event. As for who else, no idea, but let's take a look, see who we get. Cendrillon, okay, I believe she's a character in the event. I'm pretty sure she ends up being the mascot that Sherikart makes in the event. I'm not quite that far in. And Orchid, okay. In Earth, interesting. So let's take a look at weapons first. That's a weird looking dagger. How would you even hold that without like cutting yourself? Big attack and preemptive. No FLB, so it's whatever. Big attack, small garrison. Okay, that's also whatever, but let's take a look at some kits. So she is in dark. Her Ogi is massive fire damage to foe and activate. Whatever this is. Skill 1, 8 hit dark damage to random foes. Agonize. Just keeps on winning. So this is the one that activates on Ogi. Dark damage to all foes. Remove one buff. Cool. So possible OTK character because she nukes on Ogi. Skill 3. That reward's going to be all mine. Pay 10,000 rupees for CA reactivation. Oh, that's good. That's funny. I like that. Low HP and defense, boosted CA specs, 100% boosted charge bar at battle start. Interesting. So, I guess possibly if you don't have all 10 Eternals, you could use her for some zero button chain strat, or like 3 chain, or like 0 button 1 chain or whatever. Possibly sees use there. One turn crit skill cooldowns when your foe uses a special attack. If the foe uses a stance attack, also ends cooldown for that. Stance attack is a V2 thing. I think is it the purple omens? Or the yellow? I can never remember. I remember being really confused about this terminology at some point in the past in one of these videos, and it turned out I learned that this is the name of a particular type of omen in V2 fights. But honestly, pretty simple kit. Probably just mostly an OTK character because she can just Ogi turn 1 regardless. She nukes on Ogi. And if you're needing buttons, you can pay some money and get Ogi reactivation. This is nice. Like if this was one that activated on Ogi, this would be very nice just because of Agonize, but this is still fine as well. Particularly because this is only 1 hit, it's probably going to have a decently high cap as well. But because of this, she's probably not going to last too long in longer fights, so you're probably only really going to use her in OTK, assuming you're using Ogis for OTK and you don't have other characters that you can use. But otherwise, not a lot to say. Pretty simple kit. Pretty useful for OTK if you're lacking errors, but let's look at Orchid, who's in Earth. I don't actually have original Dark Grand Orchid, so I'm actually going to just quickly load her up here on the wiki just so I can, if I need to, make any comparisons to our kits. So massive earth damage to foe, 1 turn cut to Orchid skill cooldowns, cool. Earth damage to foe, hit to water attack and accuracy. Sharp boost to caster stats. Ends with taking damage 3 times. Attack, triple attack rate, damage cap, and critical hit rate are boosted. Bonus earth damage effect can be removed. That's pretty cool. Does she have anything to mitigate damage? No, that's the thing. Entwined effect to all foes. Caster dodges all attacks from foes 2 times. Can't use charge diamond attacks. Can't deal normal. Is that just can't act? Is that? Pretty sure that's can't act. That's. I don't remember if that's the same as can't act or if that has like different wording. I've definitely seen this particular wording before, but I don't remember if it was on can't act stuff. You know, stuff like Summer Shalom or Grand Cagliostro and those kind of things. Low HP. Oof. Bonus earth damage effect to earth allies. That's potentially pretty cool. Although this would be very good if it took effect in the backline as well, but it doesn't seem like it does. While Hopeful Pledge is in effect, what was that? Is that this? No. What's Hopeful Pledge? I'm assuming that's this, but debuff immunity and buffs can't be removed. Okay. So honestly, not really at all like her grand version, really. Obviously, since this is just gone up, we're not going to see numbers, but she does have a similar sort of thing. Oh, Hopeful Pledge, that's the name of the skill, that's what that is. Her grand version does have a similar thing, which was 100% normal attack, 50% triple attack, 20% damage cap, and 50% critical. I don't think that one had any echoes either, but I'm assuming that the rest of it is probably going to be similar. But yeah, honestly, not too bad for a non-limited, because honestly, like, assuming I'm not completely just misremembering / misinterpreting it, and just, if this is just can't act basically, then that already makes her a pretty good character, just because of the cheese that can potentially open up. Can't use charge diamond attacks, can't deal normal attacks. So does that mean that like omens in V2 fights, does that bypass? Like I'm sure of that. I feel like I already have the answer to this somewhere else, but I don't remember. But so I'm just going to assume that this is basically just can't act. Which, if so, that, like I said, that makes her potentially really strong for certain aspects of like high level fights, just because being able to just delay, like an unconditional delay for some of those fights can be really strong. But the accuracy is, special attack accuracy is nice. War attack is nice depending on how strong it is, but yeah, my only real concern is just the uptime on this, because this is, even with this 1 turn cooldown, 18 turns is quite a lot for something that could potentially not last super long. I mean, it does depend on the rest of your stuff, because obviously you have to take damage 3 times, so that's normally with this sort of stuff, if you take damage multiple times in 1 turn, it only counts for 1. So that's basically 3 separate turns of taking damage. She gets dodge all for 2 times, so that's basically presumably 2 completely free turns of not taking damage. Plus, you know, if you're using, like, say, Satyr in Earth, who, if you're, especially if you're doing higher level stuff, you probably are because she's so good, she takes a lot of hostility away from the rest of your team, which can keep this up longer, but otherwise, pretty good. You know, like, low HP kind of sucks, but depending on how big of a hit it is, I think normally they're about like 20-30% cut to, I think, base HP, so not going to be a mass, it's not as if she'll have like half the HP the rest of your party is, but it's still not nothing, but giving the rest of your team presumably permanent echoes is nice if you're not using an Ogi based setup. It's like this, I know, and debuff immunity and dispel immunity as well while this is up is also very nice. You know, like this potentially has infinite uptime, 100% uptime if you don't get hit. Again, a lot of that is going to depend on if you have other party members to redirect hostility away, and you know how often you manage to Ogi to decrease his cooldown, but honestly, she seems pretty good. Like potentially pretty useful, especially in harder fights. And she's Earth, which means that, you know, DJ Salt is probably going to roll for her, which means you're probably going to see some nice showcase videos of what you can do with her in those high level fights, so yeah. I feel like she might see more use in her grand version at this point, because maybe it's because I don't actually have her, so I've never actually used her, but I feel like these days you only really use Grand Orchid just because of the... What is it? That skill that does a bunch of skill damage plus echoes for the rest of your team. Aside from that, I don't think she really brings that much these days, but I think she potentially has a spot in Earth teams for high level content, maybe. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. That is the last one before Valentine's. And I think we know what we're getting next in a couple of weeks. We're getting, they already announced Summer Valentine Sandalphon and Valentine Sen. They also announced Grand Luo, who I think is also releasing February Flash. Maybe I misread that, but I'm pretty sure that's when that's happening. Potentially the Fedial Summon as well, so if like all four of them are on the same banner in Flash, that's going to be pretty nutty, and I will almost certainly be sparking that banner, so yeah, look forward to that. So until then, peace out, thanks for watching. I'm going to bed because it's like well after 3 AM as I'm recording this. Peace out.